Unironically though, I was a different person. Like the amount of change I've experienced between the age of 20 and now is like it's enormous. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even the same person.
100%.
Especially in the last year. The last year has been ridiculous for me. But yeah, like back in those days, I was a little off the rocker, a little off the rails, some would say.
I'm gonna go back to a disagreement that we constantly have about the Zaptie situation. You said something about learning a lot between the ages of 20 and 21. Now that happened to me between the ages of 17 and 18. That happened to me between the ages of 18 and 19. That happened with me between the ages of 19 and 20. Sorry, bro. I'm telling you, that is why nobody likes the Zaptie situation. That is why most people fucking agree with me about that situation, is because of the amount of mental maturity you gain going into 17, 18, and 19. Right?
True.
Right?
True. I totally agree. But I still think that 16 is like at that point there's your threshold. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I'm not vouching for anyone fucking 15-year-olds. It's because 15-year-olds legally are not permitted to operate motor vehicles. And I feel like if you're legally allowed to drive a machine that could kill people, and we're trusting you to not get drunk, we're trusting you to drive this thing properly and do it, you know, we're expecting.
Why is that the threshold though? If a 25-year-old can fuck a 16-year-old because she can drive a car. Do you hear how retarded that sounds?
Oh, okay, that's a valid point. And what I would say is morally, I do disagree with that. However, legally, I see no issue with it.
Okay.
And when I say morally, I mean I'm not cool with it. I personally wouldn't do it, especially if I was 25. I think like if you're 25, you shouldn't be fucking anyone that's in high school. But I do think like if you're 20, you know what I mean, you're like a freshman or not even, you're like a sophomore in college, right?
Yeah.
And you're, you know, hooking up with a girl who's in grade 10. That's like a 4-year age gap, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about in like Augie likes to say, in a high school context, that's a 9th grader and a 12th grader, and we wouldn't bat an eye at that.
You're actually right. Like parents wouldn't even have a problem with their children as long as they knew the age. I mean, a lot of parents probably would. I just mean like general societal views of that. You're right.
If you look at the Zaptie situation, and by the way, like
you just said a high schooler shouldn't be fucking somebody that isn't in high school shouldn't be fucking somebody in.
No, that's not what I said. I said if you're 25,
oh,
you should probably not be fucking people that are in high school.
Okay, my bad.
That was the age that you said.
Yeah.
Because at 25, you're at a point where, like, dude, you have your own car. It's paid off. You have a mortgage on a house by the time you're 25. You know what I mean? If you're fucking 25 and you're still hooking up with girls that are 16, I don't know what to say about you. I think you hooking up with girls that are 16 at 25 says less about who you are as a sexual degenerate and says more about where you are societally, and the fact that like you can't, like, bro, how on earth are you relating to someone who's 10 years your junior at 25?
Bro, you're making like MrGirl arguments right now. Is that what I'm hearing? Am I hearing you correctly?
What do you mean? I like MrGirl, by the way. I think he's like let me say this. I think he's funny as fuck. Like his music is really good.
I do too, actually.
I do agree with everything he says, but I do think having him on the platform is awesome. I think like he offers a different perspective. I don't agree with everything he says. Actually, I'd say I disagree with most of it, but I do think he makes some decent points. Definitely none of them related to pedophilia. But let me get back on topic, you fucking dick. I forgot what I was saying.
I wanted to actually let me expand on that a little bit more. So I think what I'm understanding is you're saying you like him being on the platform for the idea of opening up like uncomfortable conversations, like not uncomfortable conversations like we would have considered in 2019, but like now uncomfortable conversations. So like pushing the limit even further. Is that what you're saying?
I think he's a very, very good content creator. I think if you watch the production value on his videos, he clearly knows what he's doing, like production wise. Like I feel like he's been in an art industry, like a visual arts industry before. I don't know what he did, but I get the sense he was like either a videographer or a photographer of some sort. Like I don't know. Like I get the sense that he knows how to like be in front of a camera / operate a camera, and he knows like a certain amount of framing and shit. So he's very good in that sense. And like the way he talks, like if you watch the Pieman interrogation, I guess, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit I don't disagree with. Or, I mean, there's a lot of shit I don't agree with in that. But if you listen to the way he talks to Pieman, who's a fucking kid, by the way,
Yeah.
he talks and then he'll pause, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Pieman will say something, and then MrGirl will like acknowledge it, and then pause, and then Pieman will say something, and then if MrGirl deems that it's not enough, he won't say anything. And then they'll sit silent for like 5 to 10 seconds. And then Pieman, who's young, will feel uncomfortable and fill the silence by adding to his previous statement. And I just think like
Oh my
that like that kind of thing in terms of the way he talks, the way he produces his content, the subjects he goes after. Ultimately, I don't see anybody else doing it. So in that sense, it makes it unique. And B, I there's something to what you were saying where it's somebody pushing the boundaries of what kind of shit you can cover on YouTube. But
Well, yeah,
I think he's
because back in like 2019, right? When we needed the barrel to be pushed a little bit further, like the line to be a little bit further, we were talking about like pedo allegations and stuff for the first time on YouTube. Well, not me in particular, but now we need to sort of. I mean, obviously, like 99% of what MrGirl says is absolute bullshit, but for what he does with pushing the line further, I like that. Kind of like Bosch, right? 99% of his takes seem to be dog shit in my opinion, but then there's like he's just there to push that line a little bit further.
I don't watch.
I don't know. I guess there can be some sort of positive from weird creators with just really weird seeming takes be on the internet and have a platform.
True.
Everything has an effect on everything. Bro, that I'm either like really high right now or that was really profound. Oh, are you telling me that without Discord Nitro, that file is too big to send to me on Discord? Wow. Shocking.
Even with Discord Nitro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like I think it's like a gig or something. Oh no, it's 8 gigs. See, to me that's nothing. Cause like I deal with like, cause Insider, I use the Sony FX3, which essentially shoots H.264 all I, which is it's a really good codec, but it's less compressed, but still too compressed for my 2080 Ti system.
Oh, okay.
So I transcode my H.264 to ProRes footage. ProRes, essentially what it does, it instead of it having compressed footage, generally it will use color information from previous frames, while ProRes, when you transcode, ProRes will give color information to each individual frame. And so it's a lot less processing on your computer, and the files will just play faster. The issue with it is obviously it's a much bigger file, and so you'll get a 4 gig compressed file, and then when you transcode it to ProRes, you'll get a 40 gig file.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I deal with like, I don't know, like on any particular project, I'll be dealing with like anywhere from 4 to 600 gigs of ProRes files. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about that little rant I went on, but it's bizarre the amount of shit that I like know because of like just having to learn it, and it's like all of this information I don't know what to do with it because I'm not interested in making like YouTube videos about it.
Yeah.
But like I'm sure if I taught this in like a course or something, I'd make a lot of money.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it'll be a matter of people caring about that little bit watching this or not, but I think it'll be, an interesting tidbit to have added to this, because like I know for a fact that I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, but it's still interesting for me to listen to how this shit works, even with my limited knowledge, being able to imagine how everything would work. Yeah.
Codecs are so fucking fun. I'm about to fill up my water bottle. I used to like when I was and it's something that I've learned more and more. I used to be super intimidated by things I didn't know. I'm still pretty intimidated, to be fair. Like I still think like sometimes I'll see something and I'll be like, I don't need that. Fuck that. I don't need to learn that. But it's really just me being lazy and saying like, oh, I don't want to put in the effort to get good at that. Codecs used to be that thing. I used to be like I used to have like a friend who would tell me about Codecs. He didn't know much about it, but he knew it like a little bit more than me at the time. And he was, oh, you should use this codec. I was like, man, it doesn't matter what codec you use. They're all the same. But like now that I've like gotten into like learning how metadata works and shit. Like codecs are so fucking like you need to know what you're using. Like, anyways, yeah. I don't need to say any more about that shit. The file I just uploaded is probably not gonna download for you because your internet's so shit.
Not that bad anymore. It's a lot better at this place I moved to.
Let's go.
I had troubles uploading a video earlier. It was really weird. Like it was a lot slower than the other place that I was staying at to upload a video, but the Wi-Fi over here is just consistently better than my old place.
Sounds like your upload speeds are shit, but your download speeds are good.
Yeah.
So you're probably dealing with like Rogers internet.
I don't think there is Rogers in the city I'm staying in. I almost doxed myself. Love to see it.
You're in Toronto, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
100%.
I live in one of those high-rise buildings where you can like watch the baseball games without actually paying to watch the baseball games. Pretty dope.
Yeah, like you don't actually want YouTube to take off. You just like it as a hobby.
Yeah, it's just I literally just enjoy making the videos. The money's nothing to me. I'm so rich.
Yeah, like
literally no struggles. Inflation, psh, whiny bitches.
Yeah, bro. Like, inflate more. Fuck, inflate more, dog.
Catch up to me, economy. What are you doing?
That's gay. This you got a GF that plays video games. That's what matters.
What?
You know, respect.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I don't. That's the thing. I was watching Dumpy's stream earlier that he did tonight, and he's explaining like he doesn't even really game anymore unless it's for something like his videos, and that's like exactly what I was telling you the other day. I wish I could. Like, there's a lot of games that I have from like my early teens to my mid-teens that I would love to go back on because they were a great time then, and you know, rose tinted glasses and all that. Like Skyrim, I try to go back to that shit all the time. I even used it as gameplay for some of my videos there, but every time I need some space on my computer, I uninstall it because I just have a basic 500 gig hard drive and nothing else, no external hard drive or anything. But I just delete Skyrim and be like, I'll download it again in a day or two, I swear. Then I never do, and then I lose like all interest in that character if I don't play it for more than a week.
Yeah, I barely play any video games anymore, unfortunately. But like, that's just what you have to do when you're
Grind that, man.
You know, it sounds gay, but you gotta do it.
Yeah, no, I completely taken all cringe out of saying that like out loud.
Oh yeah,
because,
my friends have to move, dog.
Yeah, how it has to be. Honestly, when I hit 1K subs here, I'm just gonna be like trying to piss people off as much as I can. Just try and be the most contrarian person ever until I get the watch time.
Oh my god.
But the reason I say that is because like I have these two videos here. I stick true with most of my opinions in them. I know that there were some places I was a little unhinged.
A little gay.
A little gay, yeah, for lack of a better term. This was 2 months ago, okay? I was still getting the hang of things. I still am, but like even more so then.
You know?
Huh?
What?
What did you say?
I said enjoying men, you know?
Wow. I literally, okay, so there was like so many comments.
I literally enjoy men. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, go. I'm just being a cunt.
Fuck's sake. I literally saw all the comments on that video because people made good points, right? But then there was other people that completely took what I said and said that I said the opposite and shit like that, and we're just being like fucking hardcore about it too. And I know internet people tell people like kill themselves and shit. These guys were just being like,
okay, I'm kidding.
Bro, you don't even know me. You don't even know what I'm about here on this channel. Why are you being like so unhinged? But no, like I ended up making like a scripted follow-up video to that because he also, the guy that I made the first video on, also responded to the situation. Not my video, but the situation. And he just victimized the shit out of himself. That I stick true to because that video, after being kind of an unhinged lunatic in the last video on this topic, I wanted to sit down and like get my thoughts out in a concise manner. So I scripted this one. This is my first ever scripted video. But but still, it was like going against a popular opinion, and that shit pulls in views. I literally did this recently. I literally, within the last like 2-3 weeks, I made a video called, what's it called? Artesian builds did nothing wrong is what I left it titled for a few weeks there.
You actually?
Yeah.
Stop. They did. I hate those guys. I hate those guys with a passion.
Bro, I wasn't trying to argue from a legal standpoint. I was literally, and everybody still wanted to argue from a legal standpoint. That's the thing. If I try and if I try and argue something that people are, what?
Morally, they're so corrupt.
No.
So corrupt.
I know. I was just talking from like a company perspective, I guess. I said a corporate perspective, and the amount of comments I got from people being like, "Why would we listen to you about corporate more or whatever corporate standards?" And I was like, "What do you? What do you work at fucking Walgreens 9 to 5? Shut the fuck up."
Buster.
What?
Unironically, that's a good criticism. Why the fuck do we give a fuck about what you have to say about corporate?
What the fuck are they? Are they business managers and shit? Is that what they are?
They're people that aren't talking about it, and you're the person talking about it.
Okay.
Get shat on, bro. It's over.
Yeah, completely. All right. No, but it was just so funny to me, like all of these different comments that coming in completely disagreeing with me. If you give people a reason that usually wouldn't comment on a video or get baited easily, bro, that's the easiest way to do it, is take something that people are super passionate about and go against the grain with it. This is a strat, dude. It's something I pull off like once a month.
50% sure that the recording isn't recording anymore.
What do you mean?
Check if the recording is recording.
It is?
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like get another ace, being like, aha, look at you, retard.
Has there ever been a positive person in the commentary community?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because like, I'm super doomer when I'm by myself, but when I get like talking with the boys and shit like that, I'm like a bit more positive. Like I'm just a more outwardly sociable person. And I know that's not very common in the commentary community. Usually it is just a bunch of kids sitting in their dimly lit room.
It's kind of like demotivated, not gonna lie. Like I like the idea of having somebody or like having a car and going wherever I want. Like people talk about gas prices, specifically why I'm buying a hybrid. I'm literally buying a RAV4 hybrid specifically so I can it has a 70-kilometer range, which is literally the perfect range for if you're trying to like get downtown and then get home and still have like a bit of electricity left in your car. And then I would just charge it home, and it would like increase probably on my electric bill by $40, but I'd be able to drive every day 70 kilometers a day and not pay a penny in gas. Versus if I was driving like that with gas, I'd probably be spending like upwards of $100 to $200 a month.
Or you could tell me that hybrids could prevent the Holocaust from having happened, and I would still call you gay for driving a hybrid.
Really? Why?
Just the gay dude car. You're out with your buddies having a couple of drinks, and you go and fucking get into your hybrid. You don't think they're gonna laugh at that? Well, that's a stereotypical homo thing to do.
Yeah, but you're thinking of a Prius. I'm talking about like
I've heard the same thing for hybrids, but no, I'm just
okay. Toyota RAV4 is literally a car that like it's a gas car, but they now make a hybrid model, so you can drive gas or electric. You know, but like a guy like Jake Paul like is serious about it. Like he likes to flex, and he likes that aspect of like looking down upon people.
Yeah.
And I think to an extent some commentary channels like to do that too. I mean, there's a reason why reaction commentary is so popular. Like I like Dumpy and I like how much money he's making, but there's a reason. Like you look at his content, he's clearly like shitting on people.
Yeah.
Like Jellybean did not deserve what the fuck happened to her.
Jellybean shit. I really don't give a fuck about the Jellybean shit one way or the other.
I don't think she deserved to get fucking shredded online like that. Like she's just a kid.
Well, she seems to have been dealing with it pretty well.
Yeah, I know that. Like, well, actually, I don't think she was for a little bit, but because she took a break. But I know like Leafy used to make fun of kids, and it was like, oh, but like it's fun. But like back then, I think I was like 16, so like to me it was actually funny. But like now, I look at that shit and I'm like,
The low-hanging fruit is pretty base, though. I'm not gonna lie.
True. Well, that's why, like, remember, like, the whole thing that was established is don't go after kids. And so I think that's part of the reason. Why you started to see like more and more pedophile allegations come out, because like these guys like went in the complete opposite direction. They were like, okay, well, we can't make fun of kids anymore being cringe,
so let's fuck them.
No, no. Let's start like accusing our homies of fucking them so that we can we can report on the allegations.
Content.
No, but legit, like you think about I'm Alex. Like it feels like I'm Alex literally supported the allegations so that he could talk about them and monetize the talking about them. Hear about allegations, monetize the allegations.
Well, bro, nobody makes allegation videos for anything other than financial shit. It's not like people are sitting down and talking into their microphone about pedophile allegations because they want to, you know?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I find it fun.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, I think I have
I
a.
like the drama.
I think that eventually in the future I'm probably gonna end up doing something else with YouTube because like there's a lot of like 99% of the videos I make, I don't give a shit about what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Dumpy video, that was fun to make. The Blood Hunt video, I had fun making that, and I'm gonna be making more of those too. The Augie video I enjoyed, but there's a lot of videos in here that I didn't like talk about because I wanted to. The James Barrett one is a good example. That ended up making some pretty good content because it was just a fucking disgusting,
It's
reprehensible
so funny.
situation. But
It's so funny. Like I know we're supposed to like be moral fag about it, but that shit was so funny. Like he fucked his sister, bro. Like that is it doesn't get any funnier than that. Like what?
I don't know.
What? You unironically well, I mean, I don't know how you would ironically fuck your sister, but bro, how, like what?
I thought it was pretty funny. The only part I thought about that, thought was funny about that was when he tried to blame it all on depression. Other than that, bro, all I could think about is what that girl is gonna have to deal with for the rest of her life now because of that
Oh my
shit.
god.
That's why I'm
Bro,
moral
are you recording
fagged.
my audio, by the way? Are you recording my audio?
I'm recording desktop audio, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I forgot to record mine. Here, I'll
You're
start
good.
recording mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Cool.
like that's why I'm moral fagged that situation. And I guess okay, so yeah, to be fair, it's not like I made that video despite not wanting to. I did like the process of making that video because I was able to give my opinions on it and shit. And that I like
Yeah.
there's some topics where I do enjoy moral fagging because it's like sometimes it's necessary, especially in that situation. Like in my opinion, I think moral fagging was very necessary just because like all I could think about was what that girl is gonna have to deal with for the rest of her life. You know, it's fucked up.
Ah, fuck that bitch. I don't know her.
Based.
No, but honestly, like if I got super fucking emotional about every single situation and got super empathetic towards everybody, I'd get nothing done in my day. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like the whole Ukraine situation. Like there's a lot of people that are like, how can like how do you not feel bad for the Ukraine? Like I do feel bad for them, but like what do you expect me to like spend every fucking waking minute of my life thinking about that? Like
Did you
you want
watch?
me to get nothing done?
Did you watch the Sneeko video? Do you care about Ukraine? Is that where you're
Oh
pulling this
my
from?
god! Actually, I did see a TikTok about that.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that is where I'm getting it from.
I love Sneeko. Like that is the kind of content I want to do in the future. I like what I'm doing right now because I'm able to actually get invested in this shit. And there are a lot of topics where I'm like, holy fuck, I need to set my computer up at the desk right now and fucking like start researching and get in depth with this shit. I got a couple topics like
Yeah.
that coming up. But then there's a lot of them like the Jordan Cheyenne situation, the Doctor Disrespect video, the two animation videos I did about a week before that. Like I don't fucking care about that. I hate having to make videos that I don't give a shit about, and it is necessary a lot of the time in the commentary community.
I mean, yeah, true, but like also, I think the Sneeko videos can be fun, but I also think there's so much more work.
I would be down for that. I don't like I don't like I wouldn't like having to put in as much work as he does in the commentary community because I don't give enough of a shit, to be honest. But if I was doing content like that and like to be honest, making the money that he's making doing that, I would have no problem working as hard as he does.
Yeah, true.
He makes like 10
I mean,
grand
like,
off Patreon alone a month.
that's actually not bad. Fucking honestly, do you know who has the most fun content to make?
Who has the most fun content?
Cold Ones.
Yeah.
Cold Ones has the best gig in the world.
True. I do like the
I love it.
podcast idea for sure.
Oh yeah.
why we're doing
Fuck
this.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. This is a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be like, once my garage is like all studioed up and shit, I'm pretty much gonna rip off cold ones.
Hell yeah.
I'm just not gonna drink because I alhamdulillah, I'm not gonna drink. I just don't wanna drink like I'm not Australian, dog. I can't do that. I know
Yeah.
Canadians are supposed to be able to drink a lot, but like that's too much, dog.
I don't really do much of anything anymore either. I literally got high for the first time in like 2 months. I have no interest in doing so again anytime soon. I literally took that first bong rip, and then you called me immediately as soon as I was done doing that, and it wasn't like I was still good.
No. You took a bong rip. You took a bong rip on the phone, dude.
Yeah,
I heard that shit.
I took a second one. That was the second one I took, but I was fucking functional before the first one or before the second one. And then the second one, like an hour after I took that, I was like, yeah. I need to go to bed,
Started
bro.
looking men. Yeah.
No, I couldn't keep a conversation going. Like, I remember there was one conversation. It wasn't even a conversation because you made a point, and I was like in my head, like, bro, I could respond to this, but my brain and my body was just like,
That's so funny.
I got way too high.
Bro, I could respond to this.
I have something to say, but no. It was at that point when I was like, yeah, this is we're gonna call this here.
Here's something that I've realized is kind of misogynistic that I do. If I follow a fat woman and they post a photo on Instagram in a bikini, there's like a 50% chance I unfollow that person. If a dude does it, like there's a 50% chance I like the photo. like the double standard is not healthy. But like, I don't know, there's something just I don't want to go too far with this, but there's something disturbing about like obese women in bikinis. It just bothers me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's not to, and listen, I understand. If you want to cancel me, like I get it. Like it hurts. You know, like you think I want to feel this way? I would love to be in a BBWs. Like that'd be sick. That's like hella achievable. I could have like 8 a night.
I totally
it's just
feel you.
I just don't like unfortunately it's not for me. I'm not Drake.
I fucking hate people that say, oh, your preference isn't fat women, you're fat phobic then. I don't get this. This is literally the exact same fucking thing that we're bringing up right now. Just because my preference isn't fat women, why am I fat phobic? I just don't prefer that, man. I fucking hate that argument. That gets me so heated, bro.
I got catfished by one once.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I am dead ass the kind of person that if something like that ever happened to me and we met in person, I would be like, are you fucking serious? Like, I would not be happy.
Nah, I'm too respectful. I actually went through with it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I like
Bro,
it was a very weird interaction because like I knew this person from like high school. I've told the story before, I think, but I knew this person from high school and like they were really attractive in high school. And then like they just let themselves go, but like they clearly didn't update their photos on Instagram.
Oh no.
So like they were like posting like the best angles.
To be fair,
and
why would you? Yeah.
Just, true, valid, but it's like dog, like it felt like she might have like had a kid or some shit. Like I knew she didn't.
Dude,
but like what the fuck?
No
How
problem.
are you that big?
Like, I mean, I'm 20, so I wouldn't go for this. But like baby weight, that's no problem to me. But there are just some girls that like, dude, how did you let it get to this point? This is unhealthy. Like, I don't know.
You know what I love?
Dead ass about to get canceled. What?
I love Emily Ratajkowski normalizing that you don't need to gain baby weight.
Wait. Isn't that? I don't.
She's a supermodel. She had a baby and did not gain a pound.
Oh.
I mean, okay, she probably gained like maybe 5-10 pounds, but like she went exactly back to the way she looked prior within like, I don't know, fucking 2 months, 3 months. And like I'm not expecting that recovery. Like, listen, women, you can do it in 6 months. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, like, don't give up on your corpse afterwards. Like,
yes.
like what the fuck? It's like I'm fat now. I'm like, like
So
dog,
many
what?
girls that I've met are like, they're just so doomer about it, and it's like you realize you're like really young, right? Like you have a lot of time to turn this around.
And I'm not saying like, dude, I don't want to act like I don't know that fucking pregnancy is difficult. Like I cannot imagine it, right? But
I was
like,
just talking in general there.
yeah, but like at the end of the day, once the kid, like, there's like, go see a nutritionist and see what your kid really needs, because it doesn't need as much food as you think it does. Like it's just, like it needs the exact things for development. And then like B, once you have the kid, like, I don't know, maybe again go see a nutritionist, or more importantly, don't consume as many calories as you burn in a day. Like that's
Yeah.
literally what it boils down to, and it seems like certain people don't understand that.
Yeah.
But again, I'll never run into that issue because I will make sure I fall in love with somebody who's athletic.
True.
Based, red pilled. But then they're gonna they're all gonna, like, all women are gonna like hear what I'm saying here, and they're gonna be like, this guy's a misogynist. I'm gonna be like, no, I just want you to look pretty.
No, he's not the misogynist. Relax. I am.
Honestly, I think women are low-key like misogynistic towards themselves. Like I remember seeing so many people in Emily's comment section saying, this is so unhealthy for the baby, this and that, and I'm like, the baby's fine, she's fucking gorgeous, and it seems like you're mad, so quit coping, dog.
True.
But like, is what it is. Anything to avoid taking responsibility for like how shit you look.
Honestly, that is really where we're at as a society. Like, your health is your fucking issue, dude. Don't get mad at other people because they are healthy.
You just said the society meme, bro. Kinda based.
Based.
Bro, I abuse based now.
Yeah, you gotta. What it is.
But yeah, dude, like, I don't know. Again, like I said, it's not something that we can directly be like, oh, just lose the baby weight. Like, well, actually, yeah, no. Actually,
get
like,
on a treadmill, you fat bitch.
Just do anything, dog. But like, fucking, I don't know. Like, I'm talking about like, oh, you know, like, but you can lose weight. Like, that's just what, like, it's calories in versus calories out.
Yeah, absolutely. Me personally, I have a really fast metabolism, so it's like, I've been blessed in that manner, but not everybody is blessed with a very fast metabolism, and a lot of people have their metabolism has already slowed down at age 20, but luckily for me it hasn't. But like, not everybody is as blessed like that, right? So you gotta just get on the treadmill and stop making excuses not to.
Can I be honest? It's not about the treadmill. It's about what you put in your fucking gullet, dude. Like, have some self-control. If you increase your protein intake and you decrease your carb intake and you stabilize the calories you have, you'll be totally fine. You'll turn some of that weight from fat, because carbs are an energy source, and if you don't burn all the carbs you use, they turn into like fat in your little belly, in your little tummy, that little blanket you got there to keep you warm, right? Little thing over your abdomen. Yeah. Fucking, like, literally, you can lose that just by like properly looking at your macros and your calories and shit, and planning that shit out. Like, meal prep is a thing for a reason. Like, but again, people just don't want to do it, and they get mad when you point it out. But it's like, okay.
Yeah, that is, you're fat phobic. No, I'm not.
And in fairness, don't like go up to a random stranger and be like, hey, you fat bitch, like, lose some weight. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? But it's like,
Why wouldn't
if
you?
you're like with someone, you've been with them for like years or something, and you notice that they're starting to put on some weight, I don't know, like, maybe ask them like what's stressing them out or whatever. Like, try to address that, because like, if somebody's putting on weight for no reason, like, clearly there's probably something going on that's like deeper and more stress related. Try to solve that. And if it's literally just a discipline issue, that's so easy to fix.
Absolutely it is.
I sound like such a douche.
I don't believe in the fat phobia thing whatsoever. I don't think it's real. I think that's just a way for fat people to moral high ground people that think the objectively true fact that being fat is unhealthy. Fat phobia is fake.
I'm
Stay woke.
1000% scared of fat people. So
why?
I'm fat phobic, fam. That's it. It is what it is. Like that's the way I was born. Like I don't know what I could do about it.
It's not real. It is just it's just knowing the objective science of human anatomy.
Bro, well, the big thing is like for me, aside from actually being fat phobic. Oh, hold on. I'm busting up this pinata in Fortnite. Aside from me being like a genuine fat phobe, the biggest issue is just like, why am I fucking brain dead right now? It's because I'm trying to kill this pinata. I think that's why. You're just gonna have to edit this out.
You're good.
Okay, yeah, I killed it. So essentially, like, when I say like fat phobic, like if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty and act like, okay, like I'm actually fat phobic. Why am I scared of fat people? Oh well, you know, the pressure it does on public health and how it affects us all. You know, they are more likely to go to the hospital. So obviously, if I ever broke my leg, perhaps they're taking up the bed that I would use. You know, there's your example.
I have dealt. Okay, here's the thing. I've dealt with some amazing like fat people in my life. I remember there was a when I was.
Listen, I love Nick Diorio. Okay, like, chill.
When I was 18, my friend's auntie took me in. She let me stay at her place for a little bit, a couple months there, and she was a very heavy woman, but she was so nice. But here's the thing, and now this probably isn't going to go down well. People that
saying fat people are bad.
No,
Buster.
I'm not going to say fat people. I am saying that a large percentage of fat people are fucking assholes simply because they are angry at themselves and they want to project it on you. And it annoys the shit out of me. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, bro, literally just work out. Literally just work out.
Bro, that's so based. Like, I believe, and this is like a real stat, 80% of fat people don't believe in BLM.
What? Elaborate. Expand.
I don't think I will.
Based?
Fucking fat people are racist. Like, well, what am I supposed to say? Like,
okay.
And internalized racism from being obese, dog.
They just hate everything and everybody because they don't like themselves and they don't want to not like themselves.
They blame black people.
Imagine, even if there's just one fat person watching this part of the video, it's like, bro.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait to pop off. And like, when Nick Diorio makes an exposed video on me, he's like, he finds his clip and he's just like, he's flabbergasted. He doesn't know what to say.
That is so funny.
Fucking hell.
Fat people, what a topic, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why we went about, like, I literally don't care about fat people, but
oh, I remember one day, what was this conversation about? Yeah, there was a big fucking thing going on with people were so like up in arms about Bunk when he came out with the fact that he was in a polyamorous relationship.
Okay, when you say polyamorous, how many girls are involved and how many guys are involved?
It was they could fuck whoever they wanted both ways.
That's not polyamorous, that's open.
Isn't that the same?
No. Polyamorous implies that they're all committed to each other. And nobody else in the group.
No, you're right. Anyways, somebody tweeted out, they were like, you can't form a meaningful relationship when they can just do another person. And Aiden deleted that tweet.
And I feel if you guys are like a very tight group and like there's no, like everybody has to be equally tight, I feel like you can't have a favorite, which is so difficult.
Yeah, true. The Aiden responded to this though. He was like, a relationship isn't about sex. That's just a perk of it. There are married couples that do not engage in intercourse, and that is completely fine. A relationship is just a very strong bond with another human being. Based. Good take, Aiden. Good take. I'm not gonna lie. I dislike you, but that's a good take.
Nah. The whole like married people not having sex. That's literally what spawned August Alsina having sex with Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, I get it, you know, Aiden wants to project what's wrong with his parents and like why they divorced. But like at the same time, respectfully, I know you live with your grandparents now because, you know, your parents are whatever. But like, dude, no, like fucking your like relationships like, okay, why am I dying? Why am I brain dead? Definitely, like, the sexual aspect of like relationships is incredibly important.
No, I totally agree. I definitely agree that the sexual aspect of relationships.
Because otherwise, it would just be friendship, dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. I totally agree with that. I think I've explained this to like pretty much every girl I've ever been with, because like I do agree with you that the sexual part of it, the sexual nature of a relationship is definitely important. But I get where he's coming from. It's like, you know, loving somebody and loving to fuck somebody, they're two different things. While they work together very well, they are two different things, right? Like, for example, if, you know, it would suck big time, but if my current girlfriend, if she ever cut me off from sex for like a month or two or something like that, I wouldn't fucking break up with her. Like, I wouldn't just...
Yeah, but you just said a month or two, so like there's an implication that eventually it'll return. If you could never do it again,
that would be rough.
There you
That's
go.
all
What
I'm
do
gonna
you
say.
So okay, yeah, well, because you're in a relationship, you can't say anything else. Let me tell you right now, fucking, because I'm not, you know, pussy whipped at the moment. Let me tell you the truth. If a girl said we're never having sex again, like, but I want to stay in this relationship. I love you, all that shit. And she, even if she doesn't want to see other dudes, like she just doesn't want to have sex and she wants to be in like a asexual relationship or some shit.
Dad, I would not be able to handle asexual. I will be straight up about it. Yeah.
Okay, so like if your girlfriend stopped having sex with you, she would definitely get dumped, is what you're saying.
You're putting me in a situation here, bro.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Anyways, point is, like, I get it. Aiden's 17 and he wants to be edgy with his jokes, or not even edgy with his jokes, but like he wants to be like progressive and all that. No, like a happy relationship, unfortunately, I mean, in my opinion, very much fortunately, it requires a happy sex life. And, like, sure. I also think like you're probably not like as much as you want to say, oh, you know, me and my girlfriend, like we love each other even though we don't do anything. It's like, yeah, but like, do you? Because like I feel like if you loved each other, you'd do something. But like, yeah, whatever you say, Chief.
Well, you know, I mean, that's a personal thing, right? It's just like me personally, I do not think, and I can't say this like objectively, but subjectively, with my experiences and my mindset, I don't think that a polyamorous relationship would ever work, because one person in that relationship is not going to be loved. Whereas, you know, you would argue that based on what you said before, that is possible, right? That is, as long as it's a tight knit group of people.
Like you need to love to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I know. I get that, but isn't that sort of the point of, or like, no. if you're not in love with somebody and you're getting into a relationship with them, you're either waiting to see if it goes there, or you probably shouldn't be in that relationship.
No, or you just want something that's like medium term. You know, like you're looking at for the next 1 to 2, like if you're in college or university, you want to enter like poly. It's like, it's not a bad idea. I wouldn't do it, but like if you're like, oh well, you know, we keep it to the like this group, and that way we limit the amount of STDs we're spreading. You know what I mean? Like in that sense, I'm like, oh, it's not bad.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's like I know some people that have like gone to college and like here's the thing. This is gonna sound fucking funny, and I don't know if you'll agree with this. Have you been to college?
No.
The people that get laid the most are the people that go to that live on res, and it's never the 10s. It's always the 4s, 5s, and 6s. They fucking mangle.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
So weird. And like a college environment, I feel like you're totally right, because the 10s are just too busy with their fucking noses in a book.
No. The 10s are just too busy like doing drugs, and like specifically like they'll either be like whipped, or I don't know how to explain it, but like it's a difficult one to like pinpoint. But like I've met some 10s, and like generally they're very I don't know, 10 is a hard number to like quantify, but you can tell what a 4, 5, and 6 is. Yeah. And they get around.
But
Kind of fucked.
Aiden said a relationship isn't about sex. That's just a perk of it. There are married couples who do not engage in intercourse, and that is completely fine. A relationship is just a very strong bond with another being. So the person that he was having this argument with responded, intercourse, just say sex, dude, lol. Sex is meant to be personal. It can't be if they just sleep around with 5 other people. And Aiden responded, sex is not personal whatsoever. Feel free to fuck any adult that consents. Nobody cares. I hit him with the quote tweet. And I just said, this is an incredibly uneducated statement from someone who has clearly never been in a serious relationship / felt genuine love for another human being. Personally, I see polyamory as young people that enjoy fucking around. When you find someone that you truly love, the same sexual experiences cannot be replicated, even through thought. Like, I just don't, there's like, I will never, I know, right? So profound. But, I'll never say that everything Aiden says is garbage, like, because it's true that he has some good takes, but holy fuck, man, this kid is retarded sometimes.
Yeah, that was a bad take. What the fuck? That was a garbage take.
Pretty much every take I see from him in the community is really bad, pretty much all of them, and I've had some really annoying personal experiences with the kid, and he's just tried to like dogpile it all on me, and that's just so
3
fucking
years younger
annoying.
than you.
Yeah, that's not. I don't have a problem with that. It's not how old he is that I have an issue with. It's the fact
you
that
call him kid, so I like
he calls me kid. I call him kid. Fuck him.
Oh, he calls you kid too?
Yeah, it's like, bro, I fucking call me a kid when you're not living with grandma and grandpa. Okay, shut the fuck up, you ignorant little twat. Well, that's going to go ahead and conclude the first episode of the BusterLIVE show. This is something that me and Chleepy just decided to do one night. We think we're going to be doing it weekly from here on out. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing if you are new around here. Follow me on Twitter if you aren't already. That'll be down in the description and the comments below. One thing I will mention before I end this video is that Chleepy did do the artwork for this podcast, in case you guys didn't notice throughout the show. Absolutely fucking amazing work he did. I'm super, super happy that I have this kind of stuff to be putting on my channel. It looks super high quality, and I hope you guys enjoyed it yourselves. Big shout out to Chleepy for doing the artwork for this. And with all that out of the way, fellas, see you in the next one.